I feel like this Tiny could be support, so they might be looking at the off lane or like the post one. But it's definitely not a PL game. This they could go for the.
Unfortunately, Ursa is not in the pool anymore. If they want to go something aggressive, they could go for Monkey King. You have the Monkey King plus Willow Whips combo. But they'll go for the Luna.
Maybe they're scared of Reality Rift picking up the Luna for that last pick.
Yeah. And also because you 4-pick the Luna now, you can actually ban out 2 heroes that are really good against the Luna.
Yeah.
So a lot of protection in terms of banning. You ban out the TB and you ban out another carry, and you see because of all the bans, so many carry heroes are being banned out already. So there's not much left for Drew's choice.
What's left for Drew in terms of heroes?
Phantom Lancer that just got banned out.
Void.
Faceless Void. He plays the Faceless Void. Actually, no. That's the only 2 I can think of for now.
Hold on. He also plays.
He plays the Weaver.
He plays Weaver. Wasn't too amazing.
He plays Gyro as well. Would Gyro fit in?
Kind of okay.
They've got a lot of.
Not too bad.
They got a lot of spells to throw into the arena.
Yeah, I think most of the time, Drew, his hero pool is there. It's just that maybe his team is not comfortable or not confident enough to play them.
There's another hero that we haven't spoken about. It was his Ricky.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ricky isn't too bad.
Yeah, the only thing is if they pick Ricky here, they don't have any tower push. So there's something they have to worry about. They don't have Roshan, they don't have power push. And Ricky does the same thing as Ember as well.
Probably they could go for it, like a jug if they really want.
Oh, Jug is pretty good here.
Yeah.
Last game, New Esports banned out Terrorblade.
Terribly against Luna, the classic.
10 seconds remaining.
It's classic, right?
Yeah, reflection on the Luna, he kills himself and he
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah, the reflection
5
actually, like,
seconds remaining.
I think the TB is not bad. Even the Naga Siren isn't too bad, but I don't think Drew plays Naga.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen him play any micro-intensive heroes.
No, not really.
Naga is also like a slower hero compared to like your PL or TB.
Or maybe he can just go for something really aggressive and can push towers. Because his team 4 heroes gives a really good early damage.
Let's go for the Void, I think.
Dire team.
They ban the Abaddon.
Why would
Or
you
they can
ban
go like
Abaddon?
Wraith King. That's a hero. That's one hero that we haven't spoken about, mentioned about.
Why would you ban Abaddon?
They are just banning offlaners that can enable the Luna right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of good heroes for
10
New Esports though too.
seconds.
If they want to go to the route, just buffing Luna up, you have the LC still in the pool, you have the Omni Knight still in the pool. If
Oh, yeah.
you want to go to that,
They got two. Those are 2 great heroes.
yeah. And
Yeah.
also House of Domination receive a good buff. It makes your hero so much more tankier. I think I've seen guys playing Orgrimmar off lane, and he went for this Helm of Dominator and he's buffing the helm.
DP, so off-lane Void Spirit.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, mostly offlane Void.
Wow, the pushing power of New Esports is so strong though. The power for them to stand still and fight is also strong, which is what Reality Rift want to do.
Yeah. Well, with the Underlord ban now, they feel even more confident with going with this
10
DP.
seconds
And look at all the
remaining.
nukage as well from New Esports. You got Exorcism Ghosts, you have to worry about the Lunar
5
Lucent
seconds
Beams and
remaining.
Eclipses, the Tiny Combo, the Coddle. There's so much nuking power from New. Your Reality Rift, do they have anyone that can actually build any kind of like a Pipe or a Crimson Guard or something to
Mars.
mitigate some of this?
Yeah, the aura,
It's gonna be Mars.
the auras
Mars.
are all going to be
But
Mars.
which would be the priority though? Like what would be the first item to build here? The
If
Pipe?
And I think you want to get a pipe first.
Yeah,
but pipe
pipe.
is so expensive though.
Yeah, you want to go like budget, right? You go for the. If you can't rush the pipe, you generally want to go like the Vlads, and then you go for the pipe.
But right now people don't pick up Blast anymore. It's just
It's
too
just
shitty of an item to pick up as offlane because it doesn't give you any stats. But Drop is here. We have to give our prediction.
There we go. The Void finally out. I've been waiting for so long. Last time I saw Drew's Void was like March,
It was a long time ago.
4 months ago.
Yeah, I think RR has gotten themselves very comfortable heroes though. You have the Void plus Snap Fire, a lot of synergies between a hero. I'll go for Reality Rift.
I'm still sticking with Neil, and I want R to prove me wrong.
All right, so it looks like one of our panelists have jumped ship. You sure about this?
Yeah, I'll go with R.
All right, you got no life boy on
The
you.
mana shifts and RR will switch. Alright.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. We're gonna throw it over to our casters right now. Lyrical and Winter, take it away for game 2.
Thank you so much, Daniel and the wonderful panel who are just coming up with beautiful maxims that encapsulate Dota and my feelings about it as well. Y'all are killing it out there. Man, Winter, Faceless Void, Void Spirit, we've got a heck of a lot of different ways to mix up my tongue as this game goes on. But Faceless Void hasn't been seen that much. What do you think about this hero? Do you like him right now? Do you think he has a place in the meta? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's okay. He's not that greedy of a hero. He can fight for objectives. As long as you can get away in the laning phase, then the hero will be he will be able to have a good chance to carry the game. And he synergizes really well with the Snapfire, which they picked up with him.
So you're kind of digging the lineup, that is what I'm kind of hearing here. You feel like they have a chance to go to, again, this is something that I think a lot of people wouldn't be thinking about, but going into game number 2 now, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to hop into this and see if Reality are making a 2-0, we're going to be able to pull it back. God, I love that tune. It's so good. Every time you come into the game, it's just like that bump in music. You picking up what I'm putting down, Winner?
That's not my jam.
It's not your jam. But is it your jelly? It's the other question. Well, let's see. We have ourselves a little bit of movement out here across the map. KYXY playing on the Mars, likely going to be together with the Hustless Snapfire. A lot of kill potential here early on if they catch somebody out.
A lot of stuns. Look at their lineup. Everyone has some sort of like a disable, something to stop you from getting away.
And Drew needing to get away right now, as well as Yamate and Candy Loon were chasing him down a little bit. So it is actually going to be an off-lane DP instead. A little bit of the old switcheroo. DDZ is the Void Spirit player apparently, and they want to run off-lane DP.
Yeah, when you have the first pick side, you kind of have to allow some of your cores to be flexible, so the ultimate last pick, the 24th pick, doesn't really counter everything, and you want to get a good lane matchup for that. And they want to have the DP against the Void. Like I said, Void is not the strongest laner, so if you can abuse him from the start, that'll be a very, very good thing for your team to slow down his timings.
And we'll have to see if Nuts can be that bulwark in front of the Void to make sure that he does sort of manage to live through the laning stage. It doesn't take too much harassment because, I mean, Tinies have been known to mess with people. It's a hard hero to deal with in the laning stage.
Bane is one of the strongest level 1 heroes, so he should be A-okay unless he gets tossed under the tower. As long as that doesn't happen, he should be fine. But they do have to respect the fact that when Tiny is level 2, they have kill potential on them with this DP.
Very scary indeed. As we take a quick look at all 3 of these lanes, there should be a good amount of trading off here, as Nuts is going to get thrown back bottom, but should be fine as he does have another brain sap in a couple of seconds. Just quick and easy trade-offs there down bottom.
And for Mozun at top, they are able to secure the range creep with the Illuminate, so that's going to give them some breathing room with this Luna plus Kotal lane, because they're taking a lot of harass from the God's Rebuild and the Scatter Blast harass in the first couple of waves. But the Kotal has a headrest to help the Luna stay in the lane.
That's the sort of matchup going on up there. Mid lane, we've been taking a look at it as DDZ and Alacrity trading hits pretty consistently. And obviously, Alacrity actually going for 1 point up in the Searing Chains, interestingly enough.
Interesting. I mean, typically you see the slide for the laning phase, because it's just efficient damage for mana.
I wonder if the maxed out Resonant Pulse has anything to do with it. Is up top again. Do see the Mars trying to do what he can against Lance. You're talking about that God's Rebuke spam that they've got. Also nice combo there with just the Orb of Venom getting constant harass out onto these guys. Oh, Hustler in some trouble, but the spear pushback is going to keep him alive and well. And in fact, the trade-off now on Mozun taking a lot of damage on his Coddle. But eventually they will retreat. Creep wave pushing in.
Yeah, they have a lot of kill potential. It's just the Snapfire, he wasn't level 2. In that exchange, he was still level 1 creep away from level 2. So Hustler, trouble.
Oh god, up top got really low, but lives through it afterwards. Yeah, Snapfire pretty tanky at like the early levels, you know, 740 HP. It's not bad for a support.
Strength hero, by the way.
Yeah. Love to see it. But everybody getting fairly low, no trade-offs yet in kills. Looks like mid lane, they've been doing very even disparity across the CS. The main difference that we're seeing is Luna that's only gotten 6 CS right now compared to the 17 and 5 of Void. They've really been struggling up top.
Yeah, she was constantly under pressure from the first couple of waves from his harass. And she wasn't able to last hit very well under the tower. I think the lane should get better for him as soon as they have more levels. They can spam out, and having more points in the Lunar Blessing means she has more damage to last hit.
I have been noticing that a couple of pro players are still, getting a little bit used to the changes in the tower damage and everything else. It's a little bit throws people for a loop, I feel like, particularly the first couple.
Yeah, that's true. You have to... It's totally different right now from before. Wait, it takes what, 3... For the range creep, it kills the range creep with 3... What was it, like 3 right clicks? You need to wait for it to hit 3 times before you last hit. Before it was like 2.
Right. Well, and some... And he does have the boots.
What's important is Alacrity was able to refill his empty bottle. Both the mid laners were empty on their bottles, and the Ember has a significant advantage at controlling the next rune, and maybe even going for the kill here.
Exactly. A little bit insane. Oh, but he can look at the Aether Remnant. Still doesn't break through the Flame Guard, and DDZ is going to get ran down dead. So right now, Reality Rift are winning all 3 lanes.
And look at that XP. He's level 6, he was level 5, a little bit more than level 5, and he gets a full level from that kill. Like, that's how much XP you get right now, or kills. That's insane. And now he's going to refill his bottle with a bounty.
And no points right now in Slight either. Just all max magical damage to try and deal with this Void Spirit. Very cool stuff going on early here. And said they're winning all their lanes.
Well, this, I've not seen anyone go for this 2 points in Searing Chain early. I think it's especially good against just the Void Spirit, like you said, because he has the Resonant Pulse, so physical damage doesn't harass him very well, but if you go for the magic build, then he is not able to block any of it.
Yeah, that Flame Guard being used, I think if he didn't get the haste turn, he probably wouldn't have been able to get it, but nonetheless it worked out, as up top, throwing out some more Illuminate damage there as Mosin, going to do what he can. But so far so good for Reality Rift, and they're getting ready for the 6-minute runes in just a moment.
Yeah, the lanes are going to be pretty static until the Ember and the Void Spirit duel, you know. They're both going to try to out-rotate each other, and the rune control is going to be crucial. Nuts is here to secure the bot rune.
Oh, but there's nothing there, and now DDZ, is he going to be a little bit in trouble? Or maybe Yamate only level 2 on the Tiny, and going to decide to try and go for the fight, but Flame... done for the support Tiny that we sometimes see get good, but up top it's Lance picking off Hustler.
He's going to be level 6 in half a wave, then maybe they can consider trying to kill the Mars, which is a big kill for them. But then again, we're gonna still look to see if the rotations are gonna come from any of these mid laners, the Ember and the Void Spirit. They are both been really focused in playing their lane. So right now the first smoke happens. Ember is actually gonna move top, I presume, and Snapfire is gonna be taking some valuable XP here, and Void Spirit is moving bot.
Can they make anything happen? They're gonna mango up on KYXY.
He has no TP on the Void Spirit.
Oh, and Lance is in a ton of trouble, but the stomp! The runaway! Dude, can Lance... There's no way Lance gets out of this one, surely. Yeah, with the root there as well. It was a nice little play with the stomp from the Centaur, but doesn't end up working.
I mean, you see here, like the TPs, you know, like how crucial it is. The Void Spirit had to go back to base to refill his bottle because he was out of HP and mana, and he had to use his TP to come back to the lane. And the Ember didn't have to do it because he was refilling his bottle with the runes. And he gets another rune. All 3 runes are top.
That's dirty. It hurts. That one really hurts for the Void Spirit. So, I mean, granted, he's still been able to stay pretty well on top as far as like net worth. It's not like he's falling too crazy far behind the Ember, but I guess it's a matter of like what Alacrity gets done right now with this bottle.
He's coming top again with the in-base rune.
Let's see if they can find him. They do have an arena as Hustler gonna go down bottom. Lance found right at the start, but a lot of damage on the KYXY spear. He's still gonna fall. Alacrity, can he get this kill onto Lance? He doesn't have that much damage from Sleight of Fist, but with the remnant, they'll find the kill. Moza now also getting ran down by Alacrity. DZ getting a double kill, taking down Nuts as well. So they will find a finish onto Moza, and both mid laners get very aggro.
I mean, all these mid laners that are rotating mid laners that can kill heroes easily feels like very, very good for the meta right now. Like you see how much XP. Look at his level. He's level 9 and 9 minutes on the Ember Spirit. So that's insane, you know. Like that's actually ridiculous. How much level he has right now from rotating.
DDC needs to get out. I mean, that's what everybody was calling for. They wanted to see more of that in Dota. I'm pretty cool with it. It's making some exciting gameplay early, at least.
What do you think? I feel it's a little bit too imbalanced. The numbers have to... I mean, I like the idea of allowing the rotating Dota to come back, but the numbers probably have to be tweaked a little bit.
Lance is going to move down here with Drew. Has Chronosphere available as 4 heroes are rotating down bottom. Let's see if they actually decide to make something happen here.
Here comes the Ember again. Oh yeah. The level, he's almost level 10.
He's so scary. Alacrity is just a monster, and well, Candy Loon in a lot of trouble. It's just going to be brought down here, and well, maybe not. Drew chasing, wants to throw out that chrono, but won't be able to go for it. And meanwhile, DDZ finds the kill onto Hustle again.
It's just been the story of this boy in the Ember Spirit, right? How much can I get done? Can I do more than you? They're both almost level 10 in the game.
I mean, I guess the other thing, though, that you can't say is, like, taking that top tier 1 tower is pretty nice. It feels like Reality Rift is still getting a little bit of the better end of the engagement.
DDZ gets the kill with the DD in the mid lane, and now he still has the double damage, and he's moving bot. Does a lot of damage with the Astro Step right now with the DD. Ember has TP. Yeah, he has TP to rotate here.
DD is about to wear off in just a second as well. So they won't be able to go for a big jump, it looks like, at least for the moment. And you can see KYXY just keeps on being a bit of a butthead to Lance over here. He's probably going to get speared in a second. Makes him miss out on a couple of CS.
Mid lane. Alacrity is diving in the console. He's trying to get that kill. Another kill. He's protecting the catapult as well. Catapult.
Oh, it goes down though, and Mozen will get killed. Meanwhile, bottom, a big old battle of Bruin. Drew still hanging on to that Chronosphere if he wants to use it. Exorcism going to be used as well as the spear.
Ember is coming. Ember is coming.
I mean, it's scary fighting the Exorcism like this, but Reality Rift apparently feeling more confident with numbers. And Candy Loon, he's just not going to get anything with this Exorcism.
I mean, he can't do anything. If the Ember comes down, there's nothing he can do. He is way too strong. Like, he's level 11. Yes, like, he's going to spend his gold soon for probably a Maelstrom, I guess. I mean, he's so fat. Like, this is unreal. And the Void Spirit is also fat despite dying 1 time.
Right, Void Spirit. Speaking of which, they managed to get the kill.
That's a big kill. Look at the gold, 500 gold.
Dude,
Thank you very much.
We'll see what he ends up going for. Already has Tranquil Boots, 1,000 gold on top of that. You know, he might think about just going straight Blink potentially. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But DDZ also picks up the haste rune. So more potential battles of Bruin, and they're actually just going to Fiend's Grip down bottom along with Mortimer's Kisses, and that's going to be a kill onto Candy Loon. Comes at the cost of Nut's life, although maybe not. Brain Sap, Cookie afterwards, stuns there, doing no damage to DDZ, but the Nightmare afterwards, waiting for a moment. They're just going to
nice.
whisk down, Avalanche taunts onto 3. Is it going to be enough? Yes, indeedy duty. As Reality Rift are going to lose them, but Alacrity trying to buy a little bit of space. The Spirit comes out too late. That doesn't come out at all, in fact.
Oh, that arena wasted was so costly there.
Dyer's
And a
top
brilliant
tower
counter
under
initiation
attack.
with the Will-O-Wisp catching all of
Radiant's
them.
bottom tower. Radiant's bottom
Big
tower
turnaround.
is under attack.
Alacrity is still down here, yet he does not have a TP score.
I mean, they're TPing in other people, so Alacrity's going to keep the tower alive. 4 heroes, and they're not willing to dive him.
Yeah, who cares about hitting towers, you know, they're just going for kills. You get so much gold and XP for kills.
There on DDZ will back away again with Reality Rift. Yeah, just all the focus. Kill each other, Dota. I like it.
It's very, very refreshing, right? After what we've been seeing for the last 6 months.
I know. It's nice. Thank goodness. Everybody always gets so excited about like hero changes. It's like, oh my god, did you see this hero got a new Aghanim Scepter? They spawn a bounty rune every 3 minutes or something. You know what I mean? It's like completely inconsequential. But then like they just change a bunch of numbers and Dota looks completely
Dyer's bottom
different.
tower is
Yeah,
under
changing the
attack.
constitution is what changes things, changes the landscape.
Like it.
This is a breath of fresh air indeed. But it's still new, so we don't know how it will end up. Like say in 1 or 2 months time, you know, things are still gonna be very volatile. Players are gonna try this, try that, and then we'll have to see where it ends up.
Can't wait. I'm sure that in like a month I'm gonna be like, new patch please. I'm so tired of it, but you know, for now at least.
1 month, 2 months. Give it 2 months or 3 months, man. 1 month, I think it's still not enough time to experiment everything in top lane. Mars is in the dead zone, alone, too far, no support. He goes down, but Radiant gets 1, 2, 3 bounty runes.
I'm able to pick up this one off to the side as well. Yamate, don't look now, but he is very close to a Blink Dagger as Alacrity is just coming in here to steal away some creeps and then get the jump out. Dude, Tranquil's Blink Dagger in a second for the Tiny. What a build.
Oh, if he doesn't have a Kotal, I think it's not very good doing his build. Because he will have a lot of mana issues.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are
Generally, you see like at least like a stake or some players get a bracer. Oh no!
Caught him there onto 2. Triple remnant for Mortimer's Kisses afterwards. Yamate low. Can they kill them all up in time? They will be able to find 2. Drew jumps away, tries to find Mosin, is going to blow him up as well. They've lost the Ember. Two Esports have lost more. Luna, fire, going to drop, and Drew in the meantime able to get the walk away. They take down 4 off a beautiful Chronosphere.
Radiant's top tower.
Very, very, very nice Chrono to start the fight, and he also went for the Diffusal Blade instead of the common Battle Fury build that we've been seeing as of late. So allowing him to dish out more damage in that fight.
I guess it goes back to what you're talking about of like these kills mattering so much that, you know, why not go for a battle build as opposed to farming? Do you like it?
You have to fight plus farm. Those heroes that can fight and farm are feeling strong right now, compared to say an anti-mage, you know, like where you have to farm until a certain point where then you can only decide whether you want to join the fights. I like the voids, the faces voids, the PAs, you know, right now. Farm and fight.
Candy Loon able to do the double back after the cookie to get out of harm's way. So good decision there. And he keeps himself alive. DDZ pushing down bottom. Yamate still trying to make something of this Blink Dagger, which is going to be revealed on this ward. Down, rooted, and can't really do all that much with the Blink at this point. So he's just gonna walk away. They were not trying to push their luck.
They're waiting for the chrono, 60 seconds. They don't want to take any engage right now. I think it's a good play right now. Looking at the lineup, they have to rely on the chrono, especially to set up for the Multimus Kiss, so they can take the team fights. So it's a good thing to not fight right now. Wait for the cooldowns. Be disciplined. And Lance, he is in a dangerous area, alone with no backup. If he steps out a little bit too far, he's gonna feed. So he wisely backs off, moves out to the other side of the map.
Will get himself some free farm there for the moment, while the rest of his team pushes down bottom to take the tier 1 tower. And Reality Rift, in the meantime, taking over the Dire jungle. So again, a little bit of just the trade-off there of the farm. Alacrity feeling very comfortable pressing forward here. And they'll get the Eul Scepter lift up. Gonna go for the full eclipse, and he put too far forward.
Nicely done. He underestimated the fact that there is the Eul's Aether Remnant. Because if you look at their overall heroes, it's very difficult for them to catch Ember. Maybe he didn't know that the Luna was nearby. He felt like a Void Spirit alone can't really kill me, but he pays the price.
Unbelievable. Well, in the meantime,
the
smoke is going to run into the 2 supports.
Run away.
Well, this is fun. Nuts doesn't stand a chance, but they'll also actually get Hustler at the same time too. So that's a nice couple quick kills here for good old new esports.
Oh, I was surprised he actually didn't TP right away. That's what we call the save your buddy syndrome. Buy one. Doesn't he have a Does he have a TP? Yeah, he actually has a TP. Oh, that was strange. You abandon ship, you know, when it's the past 5 in trouble.
It's true. Just get out of there. Don't need to worry about it.
And you say nothing of value was lost, guys.
Exactly. You tell him that in voice chat, then you ping him.
No, you know, people say when you're playing past 5, you have the license to feed.
Okay, I like it. We do have a little bit better initiation now to start the fights. KYXY, I believe, is having a Blink Dagger brought out to him. So they don't have to rely exclusively upon like the Ember getting caught out or, you know, the Void jumping in, finding a Chrono to start the fight. They have a lot of different ways to open for Reality Rift. Does have a little bit of an interesting feel to this game though, as they're just going to split off on the other side of the map yet again. Lance trying to get towards some more items. I think this Van Brace has been nice for him, definitely. He's already got the Manta done, trying to decide what he wants to go next.
Oh, is he gonna be as greedy as the game and as the last game, Luna? What the build was what Manta into Butterfly.
That's amazing. Oops, fucked up. 4 into 3. Lance the first one there. Gonna get choked on. There's gonna be the remix in and out. A huge ulti coming from the Sapphire, trying to blow them all up, but is it gonna be enough? They take down the 2 supports at the start. Candy Loon trying to run away, and they get the Fiend's Grip, the full duration here onto DZ, but the Eul Scepter breaks it afterwards. Aether Remnant stun out Hustler, trying to do what he can, and he will be able to. Nightmare there onto Candy Loon. He's gonna chase down Nuts and be able to find the kill. Alacrity now, as well as Drew, eyes on the prize, the last one left alive, and he too will fall. Reality Rift take them all.
That was very, very close to being a disaster. I said nicely, but he actually made the spear from the Mars miss because of the invulnerable time, the 1 second, and it almost cost them the fight. But in the end, it was a clean sweep. They killed everybody. And Void's happy he got a couple of kills there. He's gonna close into his BKB next.
Yeah, this is a scary moment indeed for them here. It's a defusal, just take away all that mana right at the start of the fight from anybody.
They don't have any save, you know, with their lineup. Nothing that can protect you from the chronosphere.
It's really good last pick Void game. What can we say? Also, Hustler did so much damage in that fight. That's like, there's a bunch of different ways to set up for the Mortimer's Kisses in this game. Whether it's Fiend Grip or whether it's the, you know, Chronosphere or the Mars Arena, like we saw in that last one, it's just deadly.
Yeah, like we highlighted earlier during the draft, they have a lot of small stunts in their lineup. Everyone has a disable, and it makes life easy for the team. It's easy to play around on. Is he gonna get a catch here?
Decide if he wants to go in or not. He's trying to blow up one. Manta's out, turning on a Candy Loom. The Diffusal Blade afterwards. Gets the Exorcism off and then has the Yules afterwards. Still controlling. DDZ low, but not low enough. Alacrity trying to chase these two down. Able to get the Assimilate up to the high ground, and Jude chases them as well. Avalanche thought they're fighting into all of this, and they're just going to lose the Faceless Void. So, new esports, little signs of life here and there. As Alacrity thinking about chasing down this Death Prophet, Exorcism still about a quarter of it left. The Fiend's Grip's doing a lot, but it's going to be broken. Candy is going to be killed off. They managed to find that kill. Yamate also going to be in the grave, and another one. As Mosen's going to fall, Alacrity gets a triple kill. It just is not working for new esports.
Yeah, they're just way too far behind. That fight happened when the Chronosphere was not even available. They took the fight basically with one of their big ultimates being on cooldown, and they still came out on top.
Oof.
The Luna is just busy farming his BKB. Like without the BKB, she just dies in the fight so easily. But it doesn't even feel good when you get the BKB against your heroes because there's a Bane and the Chronosphere.
Right.
But you have no choice because the other follow-up spells are all very, very painful for the Luna. She can't tank those damage.
Well, and it's like there's all these sort of little skirmishy things, but no save, as you were mentioning, and I don't know what the sort of goal of the new esports draft is. Like the Death Prophet, obviously if you get the Exorcism out, they're just going to blow up Mosen again here. It's all good and well, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's that, there's no oomph to the draft.
Yeah, they are lacking something. Like there's not enough, like no one can be the body, like it feels nobody can stand in front. It's making it very hard for them to take the team fight. I think the DP has to sacrifice himself and just, be the front line and put yourself as the target for the Radiant team. If the Radiant team goes on you with, say, the Chrono or the Grip, and then it's easier for the Luna and the Void Spirit to play around the fights. Because if no one is willing to make the sacrifice, then I think it's very, very hard for a team fight because they have no save, like I mentioned. Nobody, the Luna and the Void Spirit, they do not want to be the Chrono.
Right. Well, and these BKBs to some extent will help with the other things, like the Death Prophet trying to go for it. The Luna just finished hers, but there's a lot that goes through it, as you mentioned. And now walking up to high ground, bold as brass. Nuts just walking in is going to get completely demolished. Now KYXY gets silenced. Good jump in from DDZ, and he's dead. The Chronosphere is going to land on the 3, and the Sapphire Ultimate isn't going to be enough damage. They're going to blow up one, not quite. Alacrity comes in afterwards, trying to control. They get the bash. That's the one they needed. And now the Fiend's Grip on Luna, the duration of her BKB, doing absolutely nothing. Triple kill for Drew, a double kill for Alacrity, a rampage amongst the cores, as Reality Rift are just completely stomping them.
Yeah, there's just nothing much they could have done there. I think initially the fight started out well. They killed off the Bane right away. He was trying to run up the high ground, but they were just like too far behind.
Ooh. Now tier 3 tower going to be assaulted. Reality Rift not really afraid of much. The Kaya on Alacrity. Kind of cool. I like it. He's going to go for the Yasha Kaya. Or is it Kaya Yasha? Why am I forgetting this? Which way does it go? Yasha Kaya. I had it right.
I'm sure it's the same, don't worry.
Yeah, if you buy one earlier than the other, it gives you different effects. That would be fun.
So what was the change? Did the item receive any change in the patch? It's the same,
did.
right?
There was a couple of little things that were going on. So Kaya no longer gives you the mana loss reduction. It gives you the extra mana regen amplification. As it looks like that might not be enough to save him. Oh, BKB though.
And save you.
Yeah, that'll be enough. That's better than the Yasha for it. And Hustler just jumps to the low ground.
So is the item like a lot stronger than before?
I I think it's like maybe more sustain is the idea behind it, possibly. I'm not sure.
I mean, it's better for certain heroes, I think.
Yeah. So like right now he gets 4.9 mana regen, whereas before I don't know if he would have gotten.
I think the mana regen is whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it only matters for Storm and Leshrac, maybe.
Oh, jump away. Yeah, I guess heroes that would like build a Bloodstone or something like that.
Yeah, for him it's like the stats is nice on Ember, the move speed, the spell and lifesteal.
Signs again into 8th round, but everybody's there, cooking him out afterwards. Misses on the spear, the jump in, the sleep. Okay, that keeps him away from the Chronosphere for the moment. Throws it out afterwards with the BKB. Lance was able to do a lot there, actually. They'll kill off the Death Prophet, but are they going to be able to find anything else afterwards? Lance turns to try and fight. He's being baited around, actually. He has to jump out afterwards. Yule Scepter for the lift up. 8th Remnant lands. Taunted. Maybe a chance, but Drew gets the jump away yet again. This hero is so hard to lock down. And they won't find a kill onto him, but they'll get a consolation pickup here, most likely on Nuts.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, this fight only happened, only went well for Dire because the Ember I think it was like 5 seconds short of his BKB cooldown, so he couldn't activate it and he just died, like tanking all the magic damage. Otherwise, the fight would have been different. He's a pretty important hero in the team fight for the Radiant, but they still came out with 3-for-2 exchange, so it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. And, you know, Lance is starting to get towards some more gold for his third item, which could make a difference. He's been able to keep up.
Does it matter though? Like, I think he's gonna die, you know? Like the thing that's going to be important is like how this Tiny is gonna initiate. I think if he gets a good initiation off and they blow up someone, like say the Void or the Ember Spirit, then I think Dire can win the team fight. If it's gonna be like a standard team fight, I see you, you see me, they're gonna die in the chrono. Like it's easier for the Radiant to fight if everything is equal.
Yeah. It's just pretty simple to drop down either the arena or the chrono or just run around a bunch with the Ember.
And what you're gonna do as a Luna, you're gonna be forced to pop your BKB, right? And they don't have to even commit the chrono for that. They just pop the arena on you, then what? You pop BKB, then your BKB goes out, then he chronos you, the Snapfire is gonna destroy you.
No matter where you go, it's looking a little bit rough.
They have to get a jump. They have to get a jump first.
Luna did manage to pick up a Paladin Sword and is getting towards a Butterfly, still a ways away.
And usually in this kind of games, right, Gabe, you actually should probably think about getting the axe and you cast your ultimate on the Void Spirit and he jumps in. You would stand a better chance of winning the team fights, I think.
I like that idea.
Because you can't right-click anyone, right? Because you're gonna get Chrono, you're gonna get Grape, then you have to find another way of dealing out the damage.
Right, something to help the team, if at all possible. And in the meantime, Rooted, Silence, DDZ is going to work, seeing if they can kill him. A good spear there. KYXY not going down by virtue of that BKB. Yamate Low is gonna fall 2 dead already. And the Fiend's Grip full control here on the Luna. Lance just trying to back away, but the Chrono comes afterwards. The Snapfire ultimate to boot, and now Candy Loon, the lone man left behind. He's gonna get pinned to the wall, snapped on down by the fire of Hustler.
I mean, what was the Luna doing the whole fight? He got Grip, he got Chrono. There's nothing he could have done. He popped his BKB, yeah, but didn't do anything. And they were also running up the high ground. If they couldn't get the initiation correct, they're just gonna all die in the fight.
Now, after the one fight, immediately afterwards, in towards the Roche pit. I always love to see Snapfires do that, where they sort of time out the little shredder one shot at a time.
For the attack speed reduction, right?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
You know what's even more cool when you get to your level 20 talent and you get your attack damage and you have a Vegas on you?
God. That's pretty cool. I like that also. You know what else is cool?
One can dream, Gabe. One can dream as a support.
Do you know what else is cool? Scotty. It's Frost, you know.
But that doesn't
Alright,
do damage. You need to kill heroes with it.
Okay. It was just, you know, it was a terrible, terrible joke. All right, we're 11,000 gold lead into the favor of Reality Rift at the moment. And I mean, I always hesitate to say like a game can't come back from, because like Luna takes buildings really quickly if you manage to win a fight.
Not with this lineup.
Okay.
Because they don't have stage, right? That's why when you look at Luna drafts, I'm not sure if you were paying attention to a lot of the other games that I saw a couple of games where the Luna felt good was with either bench, Beastmaster, or like Shadow Demon. There are these heroes that make you even stronger. You either have a save or you have someone that has aura or can make illusions.
Right.
And if you look at their lineup, right, it doesn't really make the Luna stronger.
It's true. She just kind of is on her own here, it feels like.
Yeah, so if you don't win the lanes early, like you have this DP off lane and it's a void, you're gonna have a tough time when the game becomes like this.
It's definitely. And stuck in the base never feels good. I kind of wonder if Lance is thinking about just popping that old rapier into the quick buy.
No, buy eggs. I'm serious. Like getting right click damage or any like stats item doesn't really help you at this point. I think the eggs could change the face of the fights. Because you imagine if they have the vision advantage, the tiny or the void spirit jumps in, you put your eggs ultimate on them, they go in, they blow out the say the bane or the snapfire. It's a huge amount of the team fight gone from the radiant. Then I think you stand a better chance winning that fight comparing to the Luna going for, let's say you're talking about a rapier, right? You get a rapier, but you can't right click anyone in the fights because you're getting grip and chrono.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's tough. And like now with the Void having the Scotty too, the lifesteal is much less important. Any of the
last fight, they want to wrap around here.
Drew, ready to go. Lance gonna open up there, but they do not have a great way to take this one. Yamate thinking about going for an opening. The right clicks are there. Good dodge away. The spear a little bit off the mark. Like KYXY. Would love to be able to throw the Luna out of the face. They will not be able to make anything else happen, as they're just going to sit up on their own high ground and wait for the next creep wave to come in.
Still 1 minute for the Aegis.
See if they want to make something happen in that time frame. And they're getting ready to go up high ground here. Backtrack was the choice for Drew's level 25. And now creep wave coming in, but you can tell they're sort of respecting the pressure that could come out. And as I say that, spear lands, jump in, force that push around. Chrono only hits onto one really, and now Drew says, okay, I don't even care, just gonna go for Mosin. Lance now also gonna be potentially in some trouble. Avalanche toss afterwards. Drew gets the jump away. Alacrity BKB KYXY also just gonna TP out of there after the buyback from the Void Spirit. So they're going to make this second round work, hopefully. Alacrity throws out the roots, and they're going to give up the Bane. So another big opening in Candy Loon. Oh, he walked up high ground. Good Yule Scepter, that keeps him alive. But this should be another dead hero, although Silence comes afterwards. They blow him up, and now trying to get the full control. A second round of Silence. Drew running away. He manages to get the time walk off. Again, it was so close, and then the third from Hustler. Oh, he's a hustler, baby. As Lance is going to get beaten down to death. A double kill for Drew, and DDZ just going to run for the hills, trying to get the heck out of here. Eyes on the prize back in the base. Yamate under control. They do have the arena down. Full encapsulation of pain as the poor old Tiny is dead. GG is called, and Reality Rift come on in and gonna blow it up with a 2-0 win.
Very, very good performance there. I didn't really expect the series to go this way. Initially, I said that I felt like new esports so far, what I've seen in the